Hey everybody, welcome to, what are we calling these now? Like music that I listened to in 2024, I think that's what this is gonna be titled, I think. I changed it like a few years ago, after one of the years, I used to be like Music Awards, my album of the year, music of the year video, like a parallel to the game of the year video. And then the final award show, quote unquote, that I did, it was like a giant mess because like, every album I listened to was great, and I had like 17 different albums of the year. So I was like, all right, let's just scrap the of the year part and just talk about what I listened to throughout the year. So that's what we're gonna do. I do have quite a few albums of the year, like that I listened to. I'm like, oh, holy crap, this is a perfect album. And we'll get to that. I have a giant list that we'll go through. I don't want to make this too long of a video, so there's that. But there's a lot, and I'll probably ramble on for a bit. You're probably looking at the runtime, be like, holy crap, 5 hours. Yeah. I guess I'll just start at the top of the list and work my way down, because it was in like sequential order up to a point, and then like all bets were off. It was just like, all right, whatever, things are coming out, here it is, here's this, holy crap, this is happening. All right, so let's just start at the top, and I would be remiss without mentioning Hazbin Hotel soundtrack. That show is amazing. It's amazing. I can't wait for season 2. The first season was completely off the walls bonkers, and I loved every moment of it. And saying that about the show, double that, triple that, quadruple it, all the praise I give the show, put it on the soundtrack, because the soundtrack is amazing. Everything they did with it, all the sounds, all the different song styles is incredible. Loser Baby, holy crap, fantastic. Anytime Alistair sings, his song against Viz, I think that's his name. That came out like a year ago. Holy crap, it's been a year. And just incredible. Just incredible music that entire team made. Then we get into, I almost wanted to call it like, oh, real music. That's not true. Not true at all. That's just a silly statement to make. But I have no other segue to say Static X. That's fact of the matter there. I have a history with this band, Static X. I have been a fan of theirs. God, I gotta go to their wiki. To see like when I went, like because it wasn't Wisconsin Death Trip. It was Shadow Zone. So 2003. I've been a fan of them. Yeah, I think it's 2003, 2004-ish. The Wikipedia is so hard to read. Yeah, Shadow Zone, their third album, was released in 2003. Yeah, that was the album with The Only and So, two of my favorite songs from them. So yeah, since 2003, I've been a fan of them. And then, of course, tragically, sadly, Wayne Static passed away years ago. God, over a decade now? Fuck, man, really? Jesus. 2011? 2014. Fuck, man. He's such a great... Fuck, I hate saying it in the past tense. He was such a great vocalist. Like, just so standout. The hair, oh, good lord, the hair is on point. But he sadly passed away, God, over a decade ago. And then they kinda came back around, like, years ago, it seems like. And then they released Project Regeneration Volume 1 in 2020. And then 2024, they followed up with Project Regeneration Volume 2. Which, both of those kinda, sorta, were new music, but also some of the older demos they had repurposed with Wayne on it, so it's like, all right, the guy that got to replace him, Zero, doesn't completely. Hold on, hold up. I'm discovering lore. Hold on, I'm on the wiki. There's is this real? Zero is this is fucking insane. This is a deep dive. This video might actually be 15 hours. Zero is Etzel Dope? No fucking way. From the band Dope. No way.
Futile attempt.
Dope doesn't exist anymore. Or they do. All right. Well, fuck me. No, I guess they do. Yeah. All right. Wow. All right. That's new. So I've learned things today. Etzel Dope kicks ass as a vocalist. I didn't know he was Zero. This is genuine shock on my part. But basically both albums are a tribute and a rebirth, kind of like it says Project Regeneration. It's a good album. It's a good ass album. That's it. That's it. That's all I got for you. It's a good ass album. So it's like hard for me to listen to the Wayne songs, but also Zero, Etzel, does do it justice. So it's kind of, I don't know, it's a bit of a nostalgia trip, but also feel good to have like one of these bands that I've listened to for over half my life come back and be like, oh my god, they're actually back. Holy shit. Yeah, man, that's a trip, learning that Etzel Dope is Zero. Next up, BMTH, Bring Me the Horizon, released their album. The hell is it called? Post-Human Next Gen? Yeah, that is, in fact, a mouthful. It's a good album. It's a good ass album. Limousine has been on my loop list for, I think, since the album came out, along with Dark Side and Kool-Aid. 10 Statues That Cry Blood is also a great song. It's a kick-ass album. That's just it's long and short of it. It's a really good album. So now let's talk about Art the Clown. Ink, Ice Nine Kills, one of my recent addictions in music, released their song for Terrifier. Technically I think it's Terrifier 3, but it's got lore from Terrifier 2 as well. They released, the hell was it called? The Art of Dying? I think that's what it's called. Good song. It's you know, it's the boys doing their thing, doing great music, horrorcore, as it were, legitimate horrorcore. So it's a good ass song. But Spencer Charnas, lead singer, vocalist, writer, one of the writers for Ink, was in a few different songs that kept popping up on my feed. And one of those songs was from the group? I think the band TX2. Yeah. Mad. The song Mad. First time I heard of this band. I think it's a band because I did some research and it's like it's just the one dude, and it was a revolving door, it seems, of other bandmates, but now it's kind of like a consistent thing. So I'm not entirely sure of the lore of TX2. Mad is a good ass song. A good ass song. And then I did what I do. I went, yo, let me check out some of their other songs. Dope emo band. Dope emo band. I will say that. I will put my stamp of approval on this band. Heaven Was Full, because I'm headed straight to hell. Great song. Randy McNally, No Love Like Christian Hate. Yeah, that's good. Vampire by Rumor. Very good. Very good. So is Burn. Great emo song. Really good. The other one Spencer was in was for the band The Funeral Portrait. These are bands I never heard of before, because I'm kind of out of the scene, as it were, right? I used to be in the scene, but now I'm out of the scene. It's weird. They did a song with Spencer called Suffocate City. Really good song. Really good band. Very, very throwback to, like, fuck, I can't remember names. I gotta do better this time. I'm thinking. Oh god, I can't think. Fucking Pretty Handsome Awkward. No, I can't spell at this angle. Pretty Handsome Awkward. The Used. I love The Used. I love them. And it sounds reminds me of very much of them. So all in all, having somebody featured that I know will get me to click on your video. Good shit. We'll get that happens also more, but kind of in a different way. We'll get to that in a little bit. Next, The Warning. A lot of these just popped up in my feed because of like adjacent music, right? It like The Warning popped up in my feed because I like I can't remember fucking names. Maria Brink. What the fuck? It's not in. Is it In This Moment? I believe it's In This Moment. Yeah, In This Moment. Fuck, I can't remember names. Conquer Divide. God, I can't remember names today. Shit. But, a lot of stuff, like, I get recommended for music is like, oh, you listen to this, so you might like this. And YouTube is, I think, 90% of the time right. Because I got recommended The Warning because of Conquer Divide and In This Moment and Hailstorm. I love women. Oh my god, spoilers! I love women also in metal. I want more women in metal. That way it's not such a sausage fest, right? Because women kick ass. Period. Women also kick ass in music, in metal. And these three sisters from Monterrey, Mexico, I'm looking at the YouTube page right now, kick fucking ass. 6 Feet Deep is an amazing song. Their album, Keep Me Fed, amazing album. Super, super good album. They kick ass. Let's get to some stuff that I mentioned last year, I believe, mostly being Prof. There's not much you can say about Prof. He's amazing. He's amazing. He's amazing. He dropped two new songs, I think, last year. Yeah, technically that's true. No, he released 3. Yeah, he released Butter. He released the song Butter. Like, okay, all right, I see ya. Then he dropped Feed the Dogs, great song. And then recently, most recently, a month ago, dropped the song Dynamite, which is just a club song and it fucks hard. And that's what the song is about as well. So, he's doing stuff. That whole thing about like, oh, you feature somebody that I know, I'm gonna listen to you. I was listening to Ren last year. Before his feature with Prof, which he also dropped last year, Pain Salesman, I believe is what it's called. I got recommended the video. Hi, Ren. I was like, all right, let's do with an acoustic guitar. Not almost 10 minutes long. Like, all right, let's see what it is, because I follow a bunch of people that do acoustic stuff or instrumental stuff. So I was like, alright, let's see what this is. And I was completely fucking blown away by what I heard. He's amazing. It's an amazing song, an amazing look at dealing with your inner demons, basically. It's an amazing song. And then again, went through his catalog. Sick Boy, amazing. We will talk about it. We'll talk about that in a minute. Just super good and consistent. He is something special. He is really good. Ren is really, really good. He deserves more success. Sick Boy led to him having a big dispute with the producer of that. I don't know a lot of it, but I saw a lot of the people I follow that react to rap and hip-hop stuff being like, yo, this situation is crazy. And that led to Ren dropping the single Cujo Beatdown. My God, is it great.
More resilient than you think.
Holy crap, it is so good. In a year of beef, and you know, we'll talk about it, don't worry, we'll talk about it. In a year of beef, this one was a cut above, and that's a pun. So there's that. I'll leave that there. Let's circle back to the metal side of things, shall we? Although could we call them metal? Bad Omens. Bad Omens. I'm new to the Bad Omens universe, right? I'm a huge fan of Sleep Token, and when you're a fan of Sleep Token, you get things recommended to you, and a lot of it was the song The Death of Peace of Mind. That's an interesting title. Alright, this song is amazing. Holy shit, this is amazing. Alright, what else? Nowhere to Go? My balls, they've been blown off. Alright, Like a Villain. I didn't have balls before, but you sewn them back on and they're blown off again. Concrete Jungle. You did the process a third time. Holy shit. They are amazing. The Death of Peace of Mind is an album from like 3 or 4 years ago. It's a fucking amazing. They released the Concrete Jungle, the OST. I guess we'll call it a new album because from what I see, there's a bunch of new stuff on there, including The Drain, Anything More Than Human. Amazing songs. Amazing songs. And because I listened to them, I got recommended the band Health. Yeah. And then I got recommended the band Health, and then I got recommended a short from them, and it's one of their members. I don't know who he is. I'm sorry if you're a fan of Health and Bad Omens, and I don't know the members. I'm sorry. I know that Sebastian. Is that his name? Is that the man? But I got recommended the short of like, oh, what is the genre of Bad Omens and Health and Sleep Token? And the guy says, yeah, you can call it like melodic core and all this stuff, but the real name of it is Cumcore. It's it's Cumcore because you have heavy metalcore riffs and instrumentations and the lowest drop tunings you can hear out of any metal band, and then the person behind the mic is a crooner. You have Cumcore. So now you know the term Cumcore, and I've said it so many times now it's embedded in your brain. Let's move on to some album of the year. Right. I was talking about some album of the year, and then we'll get on to like what you can guarantee is my album of the year next year, right? Or some of them, right? Eminem. Yeah. Hi. Hi, Slim. You ain't wrote back. Eminem dropped The Death of Slim Shady, and it's amazing. It's been on repeat the entire year. I have nothing more to say about it because it's amazing. It's amazing. It hits every note it has to. It is a concept album that if, depending on what side of the road you land on, you listen to it front to back, it makes sense, or you listen to it backwards and it makes even more sense. I don't know which. I just like the music. Brand New Dance is amazing. Habits, getting White Gold back on a track, amazing. The skits are whatever, but in a way that they kind of do matter because it's the narrative story. Songs like Road Rage, so good. It's so good. And then you have Fuel with JID. What?
I'm not anyone's sidekick.
Huh? You just let
best done alone.
You let JID just go off. Fine by me. Probably the best song on the album, in my opinion. That and Toby. Toby's great. Letting Big Sean and Baby Tron go off as well. Super good. And then you get to the end of the album with temporary, and then I'm crying. Holy shit. M, what the fuck, Marshall? Super, super fucking good. Stay on that side of the lane. Kendrick! I was gonna talk about Kenny no matter what. I was gonna talk about Kendrick Lamar no matter what. Bro, I don't know who you are if you're like, Drake won. Bro, you are dead fucking wrong. The moment Kendrick went, tap, tap, tap on the mic, we good? We recording? Good. Dear Adonis, he won. It was over. It's fucking done. Doesn't matter, and now Drake's suing everyone? He's suing his own label, he's suing Kendrick, he's suing content creators. Pretty sure Screwface John is in that lawsuit, and like Bra's going nuclear on this shit because he not like us. He not like us. It has nothing to do. GNX has nothing to fucking do with that beef. And it's amazing. Like if Eminem was like my favorite rap album of the year, which there's two more rap albums on my album of the year. By the way, we'll get to it. But if Eminem was there on top, Kendrick released GNX, destroyed it. Just him screaming mustard at the top of his fucking lungs. Destroyed it. Squabble Up, amazing. Whacked Out Murals, holy shit. Luther? He made a fuck jam. What? Okay, Kendrick, Peekaboo is great. Which one is it TV Off or Peekaboo? Where the guest verse says, I heard about what happened to your mans. I'm not sorry for your loss. That shit is so fucking quotable. Holy shit. Such a fucking peak album. And then of course the last song in the album, Gloria. It's been done before. Right, it's been done before by Pac, and it's been done before in a different way, by Eminem off of Recovery, I believe. It's in that same style where it's like, okay, he's giving love to this Gloria, and then plot twist, my bitch is my pen. Like, oh fuck! Bruh, Man at the Garden? Hitting with the Nas One Mic reference? Bruh, he gave ups to two New York rap legends in Nas and Biggie. And I think most people didn't catch that on I think TV Off, where he said, oh god, I gotta look at the lyrics, fuck. Yeah, he said, ain't no other king in this rap thing like siblings, nothing but my children. One shot, they disappear. That saying children like that is a Big E reference. That's absolutely a Big E reference. So like, it's an amazing album. Holy shit, it's perfect. Motherfucker's just like, I'm gonna drop this in like November or December, whatever. I don't give a fuck. Here it is. Like, all right, shit. Nobody tells Kendrick what to do. And it might be a prelude to something bigger, because Heart Part 6 is on there. Gets fucked. Drake tried to steal it. You did. You couldn't. Got caught stealing. Among other things. Blanca got a weird case, man. Why he around?
Sorcerer Supreme.
Certified Lover Boy, eh? Yeah. Yep. Certified PDF file. Oh shit! Thanks, YouTube. Can't say the real word. Get fucking banned. Oh, God tier album. And I'm assuming if we get a part 2 to this, oh, I can't wait for the Super Bowl. I don't even care if my team's not in. I don't care if the Ravens don't make it. Fucking Patrick Mahomes going in there because his fucking wide receivers Dayton Taylor Swift and Roger Goodell conspiracy theories. For sure, man. Give fucking Mahomes another Super Bowl ring. Whatever. Fucking rig the game however you want. Kendrick, don't censor that shit. Put that shit on like Netflix or some shit. I want to see the uncensored version. I want to see the entire fucking arena going OVO, or just screaming mustard at the top of their lungs. That's what I want. Now you want a whiplash on a juxtaposition. Coheed. Coheed released new music. Yay, my favorite band in the entire fucking world. Coheed and Cambria released The Joke. Randomly, just like, hey, here's a new song. And then they released their 2024 mix of Deranged, the song from Arkham City. Yeah, that kick-ass song. They revamped it, and now it's in context with their current storyline on their upcoming album, which is in like 2 months. Which, there's this 2025 album of the year. Then they dropped the single Blindside Sunny, and it's like, oh fuck, alright, we're back. And then Searching for Tomorrow, and it's like, oh, this is drastically different. Okay, and then as of this recording, 4 days ago, they dropped Someone Who Can. Drastic difference, and it hits me right in the feels because it sounds like something off of the Second Stage Turbine Blade. Ooh, alright, Claudio. Alright, boys, let's fucking lock in. I cannot wait for the Father of Make-Believe. I can't wait. That's going to be amazing. And then let's go to some YouTube rap. Let's do that, right? That's fun. I'm a personal fan of the stuff on YouTube because it's different, right? Especially from one Cal Scrubby. Talked about him last year's video. Great. Money by Drugs. So good. And then Look Like Jesus and No More Freestyle, French Tips. Great artists. Really dope artist. The one song Anxiety, I believe it's called. Oh god, so good. He dropped 4 new songs last year. I'm assuming there's gonna be an album sometime soon, at least fingers crossed, Cal. Rock Bottom, good song. Rob the Bank. Ooh, I feel that one. I feel that one. Really good. Oh, they're not paying what you think you're worth? Oh, fuck it. Quit and rob a bank. Oh, I feel that one. I feel that one. Good Die Young is a good song. It's very different, very mellow, and then he hits with Don King, which is a great song as well. So good stuff from there. Then we move over to another one of my album of the years. This one by somebody I thought I remembered listening to a while ago, or at least one song. The name popped out on me. I was like, oh, I think I recognize this, and it's Tara Reid. Alright, the song No Gimmicks from like a year and a half ago, something like that. I'm like, alright. Nod Your Head. Oh, okay. Well, okay, these are going fucking balls out with this one. Alright. And then, before that, he released On Sight, which is also great, and then recently, Want You Around. It's a fantastic album. Manifesto is so good. Making Me Sick is a good start off for that. Nod Your Head is great. Really just like an artist that I'm like, oh, alright, fuck, I've been sleeping. I haven't been catching up. When It's All Gone is fantastic. Uppercuts from 7 years ago. Hell of a song. That's a hell of a song. Manifesto is an all-around great song. One of my albums of the year. I guess we'll stick in that area. An artist I was terrified to click on because I didn't know if I was getting some fucking right-wing shit, like fucking dipshit, fuckboy, other words for Tom McDonald, white boy, that motherfucker, that dipshit. Yeah, I thought I was getting recommended that shit. I'm like, what did I click on? Who do I have to unsubscribe from to get recommended some of that shit? Black Swan. I got recommended the song White Male. I was like, alright. Curiosity, what's up? No, he's real. And he's backed by Ren. Ren gives him some praise in the song Kids with Guns, which, if you know Korn, the band Korn, K-O-R-N, the R is backwards though, and yeah, and you know Freak on a Leash, yeah, Kids with Guns goes fucking hard. That beat is really good. Black Swan is someone I'm going to be watching very closely. Kids with Guns, White Male, Elephant, it's a really good trilogy of songs. Really good trilogy of songs. Let's stick with the rap theme, I guess, because looking at my list, we got one more, so might as well keep the genres kind of close together. Last album of the year from that genre, and then we have 2 more, so there's that. A guy I'm not the biggest fan of, Tyler, the Creator. Chromacopia is front to back an amazing album. I had to sit on this for a little bit, be like, what do I think about it? It's good. Is it great? Is it album of the year? It is. It is fantastic. Like, when I say I'm not a big fan of Tyler, the Creator, I'm not a big fan of the stuff that's not singles, right? I'm a fair weather fan, or whatever you want to call me, right? I love the singles. I love the singles that he releases. Tamale is fantastic. Other ones that he's released, I can't name off the top of my head, but there it is. So I was like, alright. Noid is pretty good. Better than his previous stuff, if I remember correctly. Alright, let's check it out. Saint Chroma, Rat-tat-tat has the most quoted thing for me. Or at least, something I will quote in the future. Because it is... Oh boy, Tyler cooked, and he cooked it perfectly. You see the bed top bunker boy got thumpers. I'm a bona fide face seat box muncher, bruh. That is such a great line. I was like, oh man, hell yeah. And then like the entire rest of the song is great, and then you get into Darling I and Hey Jane and I Killed You and Judge Judy. Just be like, oh. Alright, this is not just like, hey, like, Noid is about his paranoia and all that shit. Like, alright, fine, anxiety, cool. Bruh, those 4 songs, Darling I, Hey Jane, I Killed You, and Judge Judy, I started to realize, oh no, he was inspired by Kendrick. Rightfully so. He was inspired by, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, where that album was fantastic as well. Like, that was an album of the year back then. I don't think I did a video that year. If I did, maybe forgot to mention. I don't remember. But that album, oh, that's a 1 listen and you're good. Like, that is a heavy album. This album, not as heavy, but yeah. Yeah, it's a journey of Tyler finding himself and coming to realizations and growing up. I was like, oh, fuck, alright. I was not prepared for a Tyler, the Creator album. To be this, Take Your Mask Off is... Wow, that's hard hitting. One of the... Whichever song it is, I forget which one it is. One of them ends with a voicemail from his mom, and she kind of admits, like, yeah, his hatred towards his dad, dad who wasn't there for him, right? His entire career, he's talked about it and written about it. Like, that was kind of her fault, and it's like him coming to grips with it, like, I think it's like him. It's like, fuck, alright, shit. He's a man. He's grown up. Holy shit, it's no longer about fucking tamales and that shit. Fuck, alright. It's a great, Chromacopia is a great album. Let's run down the list really quickly because I just noticed I've been recording for a while. So, Vended. Yeah, them. You don't know who they are? Well, have you heard of a little tiny band from Iowa called Slipknot? Yeah. Clown and Corey's sons are in there, and if you like Iowa, the album, not the fucking state, because apparently nobody does. That's a quote from, or kind of a paraphrase from Slipknot themselves, and we started this band, we got as many people in it, we went the fuck out of Iowa. Yeah. You'll love Vended. That album is great. For their first thing, and Griffin? Is his name Griffin? Griffin Taylor? I think. He has his dad's anger and grit, and they're gonna be something special. They're gonna be something special. Also, on a sidebar, when the fuck is Looking Through Your Window? When's that? Clown? So they're great. 10 Years released a new album. I haven't listened to them since their album. Oh God, what's the album with the song Soma on it? Fear Not the Wolves was the one, but not fuck. 10 Years. What the fuck is their albums? No. Was my fucking number lock off? What the fuck? I typed 10. Damn it. God, Shoot It Out is 14 years old? Fuck. God. Oh, I got hit in the fucking soul with that one. Minus the Machine. Yeah, Feeding the Wolves. Sorry, Feeding the Wolves. Feeding the Wolves minus the Machine is the last album I listened to them. Into Inner Darkness. Sorry, Inner Darkness. Yep. That's a 10 Years album, and it's fucking fantastic. Wow, shock. Consistent artist, consistent? Holy shit. Another consistent artist, Starbomb! Darren and Arnold and Ninja Brian. Fantastic album again. Great. Been quoting fucking the Elden Ring parody for, well, since it came out. It's great. Nothing More released a new album. I want to say I'm a Fairweather fan of them. I like pretty much everything they do, but I prefer their older stuff. Jenny and especially God Went North. Oh, holy shit. That hits me every single time I listen to it. And I've only listened to it twice because it does that thing really well. Christ on Copyright. Sorry, Christ on Copyright, not MTV. Although I think they say whatever. I like a lot of their stuff, but I like their older stuff more. This album, that one song, if it doesn't hurt at all, it doesn't mean a thing. That hits extremely hard. That statement alone goes extremely fucking hard. Because it's very real. Consistent artist is consistent. Shock, right? Same. I could put that phrase on like BMTH as well. Consistency. Yep, that's Ollie. Ollie doesn't scream anymore. Well, you might want to listen to that fucking album. Inconsistency. Mushroomhead released a new album this year. I'm not a fan of the new singers. Or the new singer. I'm glad the chick is back. I don't know her name off the top of my head. I'm glad she's back, because she's great. Not a fan of the new dude. Not a fan of him. I understand why the previous one left. He's dealing with a lot of shit. I understand that, why he's not there. They're very... I'm a Fairweather fan of them. I've been a fan of them for a long time, and it's very hit and miss. I have a lot of bands that are very hit and miss with me. It's like, oh yeah, I really like this album, but the next album's like, this might not be great. Machine Head, I love Rob Flynn. Love Rob Flynn and Machine Head. They did, the fuck is that album? Bloodstone and Diamonds, I think. Great album. The one after that, Catharsis. That ain't it, Chief. Of Kingdom and Crown, though, fantastic. So there is that. Although I guess that's the only album now that I'm looking at. Like, The Burning Red, great. Burn My Eyes, great. Supercharger, Through Ashes of Empires. The Blackening is one of the best albums of all time in metal. Unto the Locust is fantastic. Bloodstone and Diamond is fantastic. Catharsis is here. Of Crown and Kingdom is fantastic. So maybe it's just that album. The same thing with Queens of the Stone Age. Like Clockwork. Oh my god, that's a euphoric experience. Oh my god, so mind-blowingly great. Lullabies to Paralyze is amazing. The one after that, Era Vulgaris, amazing. And then after that is, of course, Like Clockwork. The one after Like Clockwork, Animals, is I don't remember what it's called, but the album after that is like, it's alright, I guess. Alright, I guess. But then, In Times New Roman, oh my balls, they're blown off again. Bad Omens just got done sewing them back on. So, I'm not crazy about the new Mushroomhead. Just from a vocal standpoint. Get the Axe. Get the Axe. That's a band that I discovered. They're hard to find. I don't know why. Like, They do have a YouTube channel, but like most of the things I get recommended from them are from like The Topic. Very, very good. Their bio says prog metal. I say they're in the same way Coheed is prog rock. It's like, all right, there's some prog influence there, but you're doing your own thing. Unintended Side Effects is Survivor's Guilt, fantastic songs. They did a cover of Misery Business, which is also fantastic. They're a great band. If you're interested in that, go look them up. Get the Axe, super good. Clipping. David Diggs, man, fucking phenomenal dude. Phenomenal dude. They released just one day, 10 months ago, they dropped their cover of... Is it really a cover if it's not the same song? It's just a reimagining of Tipsy. But everybody in this club getting tipsy, right? That song. It's amazing. I keep saying fantastic. I'm getting like those fucking like Chills and Mr. Bubs, those horror compilation characters. Like I'm running out of like... I've used that one word so many times, it becomes meaningless at this point. But it's it's a great song. Great cover, reimagining thing. Then they dropped Run It. Yep, same thing. Then 2 months ago they released Keep Pushing. And then this year they dropped the song Change the Channel. And yeah, it's clipping in the best way possible. It gives me vibes of La Mala Ordina, Say the Name, Blood on the Fang, Nothing is Safe, stuff like that. It's super incredibly good. And then they revealed, hey, we're dropping in the new album in March, and I'm like, fuck, that and Coheed in March? Yeah, there's my two album of the years right there. What is that? We got two more album of the years, but let's talk about the most controversial pick on this list. Marilyn Manson. I have been loosely following that situation since it happened. Like, oh, okay. There's some updates there. All right, that's cool. Oh, Till Lindemann of Rammstein was in some trouble, but that got kind of kicked out. Like, all right. He seems like a pretty good dude, and I love Rammstein. Marilyn Manson dropped his new album, his first new album in like years since being accused of some things by Evan Rachel Wood. Some not so savory things, right? He dropped his album, One Assassination Under God, Chapter 1. He's threatening us with the Chapter 2. I like it. I like a lot of it. It's Marilyn. It's Marilyn. It's Marilyn Manson. If you know what Marilyn Manson sounds like, hey, guess what? You know what the album sounds like. It's a good album. It's a good album. That's all I'll say. Down to the final two artists, and they're both album of the year. Let's talk about Seether. I love Seether. I love Sean Morgan. I don't know what the fuck he went through, because he wrote some heart-wrenching shit on The Surface seems so far. Like, Walls Come Down, man. Lost All Control, Beneath the Veil. I think my tragic anthem of the year that sticks with me so much is Regret. Like, I don't know what happened. I don't pay attention to like the personal side of things. Like, I knew like he was married, he had a kid. Like, oh, all right. I don't know what the fuck happened between the last album and this one. Something happened. Something happened in his personal life where it's like, all right, man. CV's Pacem Parabellum. Like, all right. Wasn't the best album. It was good. Wasn't the best. It had some bangers on it though. This one, it's just like, all right. So don't make me come home yet. Let me steep in my regret. I've seen the ways that love can pass for hate. You all right, man? You all right? Are you doing okay? Like, I have to ask this, man. Like, Please don't let me forget how I played with ill intent. I've been the reason love has passed for hate. Sean, are you good, man? Are you okay? I have to ask this. That's a top tier album, man. That's been on repeat so much. Dead on the Vine and, like I said, Regret. Paint the World. Walls Come Down, especially lately for personal reasons. Yeah, this album hits me unlike anything else that came out this year outside of the last album we'll talk about. But yeah, man, that's a good ass album. Now it's time in the part of the show where I get personal and I talk about things that are uncomfortable for me to talk about. Amigo the Devil released Yours Until the War Is Over this year. I've been a fan of Amigo the Devil for, God, I think for a very long time. I know they re-released their songs on the album Volume 1. I've been a fan since they released Dahmer Does Hollywood. That was a weird ass song. I was like, oh, all right, this is weird. It was from just like a random EP. Like, all right, here it is. Like, all right, and I checked out some of their other stuff. Hell in You is fantastic. And then they dropped Everything Is Fine, and it broke me. That was the album before, no, 2 albums before. The last album was Born Against, which is a great title. Everything Is Fine is the last line in the song Cocaine and Abel.
You never fail to impress me, Reed.
God, it's hard to talk about. Cocaine and Abel hits me so hard. If you want to know why, you can either listen to the entire song or listen to the first 2 lines and you'll know, right? I want to read them out, but I can't because I'm getting like emotional about it. But that's it. Cocaine and Abel. Like Danny has dealt with addiction, right? And it comes up on the newest album. But you don't have to be an addict to be like, I feel this. Losing is fine. Everything is fine. Like, if you're curious, I would highly recommend going to the YouTube channel and Amigo the Devil. Search him out. Search him out, goddammit. Give love to everybody I mentioned. And just looking up.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Oh god, where is it? Wait, it's not Bridge City Sessions, although you can do that. It's him in a fucking cave. It's Danny in a cave. And yeah, it's
The battle starts in 5.
it hits me so fucking hard. It's so hard. It hits me so hard. It's that's the best way I can describe it. That is the best way I can describe it. Is it just hits me so incredibly hard. Like a few other songs have. Like the last time I was hit that hard was the Machine Head song. Bring them back up. Darkness Within. Like, yeah. Yeah. Caving In Sessions. There's another one. It was like a live thing. I forget what it was. But like he's really good live. Danny is really good live. That brings us to their newest album that I was talking about, because Everything Is Fine came out in 2018 before I was actually doing these types of videos. That's a perfect album, by the way. Everything Is Fine, perfect. Born Against, it's got some good ones. Murder at the Bingo Hall, especially, is fantastic. Yours Until the War is Over. I bring up Everything is Fine because I need to give backstory. Right? It's again, another fantastic album. The song Cannibal Within is, I'm considering a part 2 of Cocaine and Abel, because it does hit similar beats, for me at least, right? Just like the line, the first verse, like, I can blame the addiction for that with the additional countdown to a heart attack when the beating comes from the irregular drum. I swear to every single God I'm done. Like, that line, I swear to every single God I'm done, it's the last time. Everyone knows it's a lie. But by the time I'm feeling fine again, it's just another line. And another line. He's talking about his addiction, but that line of, I swear to every single God I'm done, and the way he sings it on the track, it's cathartic. It's cathartic to sing it that way. And of course, it's a swell of the music, of the instrumental, of the backing track that he has. It's not a backing track, it's a band, but you know, you get it. It's a swell, because like the first verse is just the guitar, and then by the time you hit that last fucking verse, it's a crescendo of the entire band coming in. It's like, and all the parts we hate start adding up until we find ourselves with more regret than blood. And the moment we can't recognize the person inside of our skin, we're losing the fight, eaten alive by the cannibal within. And by the time that last line, it's like, oh, fuck. It's so fucking good. That song is so fucking good. So is Stray Dogs. So is The Mechanic. The Mechanic is a hard one as well, lyrically. Like, he is a storyteller. It is so good. The chorus of, I guess it's a chorus. It's just how the songs are structured. I guess it's a chorus. The chorus of Mechanic, darling, darling, we've all been much more than this. I knew you weren't broken. I just needed something to fix. It's like, wow. Wow, that's, wow. All right. That, yeah. It's all gone, hang by the roots. Like, more of that, like, all right. Like, it's all gone. Does does the hammer hit harder with a purpose? Is it driven by the fear of the nail? And the only death that's ever really worthless is a life without a story to tell. Like, damn, it's introspective and it hits so well. He is very talented, very good. And then you have songs like Once Upon a Time at Texaco, Part 1, and I'm Going to Heaven. You want to have a ride? You want to be like, wow, all right, this is taking some turns. Go listen to I'm Going to Heaven. Go listen to I'm Going to Heaven and Murder at the Bingo Hall. And then go listen to Cocaine and Abel, If I'm Crazy, Cannibal Within, Stray Dog, Mechanic, and be like, what? This is the same dude writing all this shit. It's incredible. It is one of my favorite albums of the year. And that will wrap up my list of songs, music, things I listened to in the year 2024. I wanted to keep this short. You see the runtime, so I'm just gonna give a quick sign off. Check out everybody I mentioned. Everybody I said, oh man, it's fantastic, and other synonyms that equal the same thing, same descriptor. Go do that. And until next time, goodbye.